The Central Provincial Government Office to Sabusa outside Port Moresby, following a memorandum of agreement signed recently with the landowners. Central Province Governor Rufina Peter revealed that a memorandum of agreement has been signed with the landowners of Sabusa in Hewi local level government to allow the provincial administration to clear a hectare of land to prepare for the upcoming independence celebration. She said this particular area will be later used to build a provincial government office after the 50th independence celebration.
Provincial Executive Council only Tokorai finish lo yimi by God. Administration lo yimi by mover lo kondidobu la comes in down lo Sabusa. So lo this day, lo 16th of September yimi like broken ground na to headquarters by Sindan lo here lo Sabusa.
Governor Rufina said the clearance of the land at Sabusa will be conducted in the remaining months before September. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken to best idea, huh? Yum!
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Two bags for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Join us weekly on EMTV News, A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
Healing to all the residents.
business,
Beer launched its VPN.
politics,
To infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
Park as we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. National Department of Health Acting Secretary Ken Wai has appealed to all the nurses in the country to increase the immunization services across the country.
Minor change to the program.
Mr. Wise said there are 3 ways to deliver the immunization services include labor ward, static clinic and mobile patrols.
Coverages are low, around 40 to 50. That shows that something is not happening. One of those main immunization activities is not happening. So it could be at the static clinic, it could be in the labor wards, but I'm suspecting the outreach, mobile clinics are not being conducted in our
He said it is the responsibilities of the provincial health authorities and the nurses to ensure the program is carried out in the communities.
Because all the cold chain equipments have been provided, and we are bringing vaccines. And the vaccine money has increased from 3.4 million to 19 million. So the government is committed, but it looks like there is something wrong somewhere.
Meanwhile, Department of Personal Management Secretary Tai Sansan emphasized on the need for growth in the health sector.
In terms of medical professionals, including the nurses, so hence this is a call to all nursing colleges and higher education institutions to produce more nursing graduates to complement our growing population.
She adds
that going into the future, the government will look at establishing a National Health Commission that will deal with all matters of employment, terms and conditions, awards of all medical professionals, also in time to complement the government's decision on establishing a new university, the University of Medicine and Health Sciences.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Police Commissioner David Manning has called on every parent to take full responsibility in looking after their children.
Commissioner Manning was addressing this considering recent social media reports about violence towards a mother and a child in Madang and shooting of the young girl in West New Britain province, as well as other cases reported in other provinces. Manning stated that violence against children is unacceptable and has no place in the society.
For those of you who are parents, for those of you who are guardians, violence towards children is not known in our culture at all. This is a trend that is concerning to the executive and the senior command of the constabulary.
He said community has also a role to play in making sure these incidents are reported at police stations.
I would like to work closely with communities to see how best we can address this. It's suffice to say, it will not be tolerated by the RPNGC. Any violence against children that is reported to us, we take seriously. And of course, we will ensure that every single effort and resource of the constabulary will be put to dealing and investigating these incidences or reports of violence against our children.
Mr. Manning alluded to the Lokautim Pikinini Act, which speaks clearly on looking after children.
Also, we are a culture that is very loving and caring towards our children, and our laws reflect that as well. You look at the Lokautim Pikinini Act, they're very clear offences relating to the responsibilities of parents and guardians.
He appealed to the parents that any violence against children is not only despicable, but a betrayal of trust. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The tragic Mulitaka landslide that caused extensive damage, affecting thousands of people and resulting in significant displacement and loss of life in Nenga province last year, has clocked its one-year anniversary today.
Families of the deceased who lost lives during the unforgiving Mulitaka landslide are paying tribute at the Yambali Sleep in Nenga province to commemorate their loved ones today.
Now, mibla lai mola FMPs or la public lo gokam. Mibla in a passing road and pray or public gokam.
Community spokesperson Lazan Lakari said this event will be held annually in remembrance of the tragic landslide that claimed hundreds of innocent lives. Lakari said the relatives did not close off the main highway as announced last month. They wanted for a calmer and peaceful anniversary.
Now, mibla hosting this event, paying respect long all victims or some all family members. Stop here hosting this event, stop house cry. Na paying this respect. I think but tomorrow mibla happy ma mibla lotu ogra denomination I some Lutheran Apostolic SDA ogra this denomination but participate na mibla paying respect on this event.
He said surrounding churches in the community will also come together for a fellowship tomorrow to pray for the lost souls. Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
The land transaction at Yule Island have been conducted without the consent of the central provincial government or local landowners. This was alluded by the provincial member for Central Province.
Thank you.
The central provincial government is calling on the Minister for Lands and Physical Planning to look into the issue on the selling of land on Yule Island. According to the governor of Central Province, Rufina Peter, said this is quite concerning to the people of Central Province. She called for an investigation into this matter and request transparency and consultation with all stakeholders moving forward. Minister for Lands and Physical Planning, John Rosso, assured Governor Rufina that there is no intention of lands to acquire the whole land of Yule Island.
I have assured the good governor, specifically in the presence of the secretary, that it was no intention of lands to acquire the whole of Yule Island, and there is no title that has been given to anyone else in Yule Island.
Rosso further elaborated on this.
It is a process that we need to complete our files and stuff with, and that I've assured our good governor that once that process is completed, the land where the Catholic Church or Wadam Sinau land or ground the church Sinau, ground the government Sinau land, now the rest them go back to land Blue place, and they utilize it to whatever purpose of it. No one has a title for Yule Island. It's a process called a declaration of national interest. That is all. So that we can see whoever interested parties are in there. I'm just treating over the technical aspects of this. So we have ensured, we have advised the governor, and we'll keep on ensuring that we advise and keep abreast of what happens there.
Nicole Rama, National MTV News.
The governor for Madang Province, Ramsey Pariwa, presented 2 checks of 19,000 kina each to the Suere Lutheran Church and Watang Catholic Church in Raikos District. This is in recognition of their immense contributions to the remote locations in Madang.
This is in response to the church's request for maintenance of the church building. Sehure and Watang Ward areas are situated on the south coast in Raikos District, and the people do not have access to basic government services. Their only transport to Madang is by canoes that charge 100 kina per person. Sehure Lutheran Church Elder Ishmael Binjali thanked Governor Pariwa for considering their request for assistance. Nicole Rama, National MTV News.
Ezra Eddy, one of the scholarship recipients from the International Training Institute, expressed gratitude on how the scholarship helped him.
A first-year diploma student studying tourism and hospitality management says their story on how the ITI scholarship is a relief to her family.
This is an incredible opportunity for us. And as for me, coming from a family that has faced a lot of financial challenges, this scholarship means more than words can express. It is not just a financial support, it is a door that has opened, allowing me to pursue an education that once fell out of reach.
Ezra Eddy is the first in her family to secure a spot in a tertiary institution, describing her journey as not an easy one. She thanked ITI for its helping hand.
Thank you for investing in students like me. You are not just helping us get an education, you are helping us change our lives.
Miss Eddy last attended Badiagua Technical Secondary School with the dream of becoming a flight attendant. Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
MTV News. Discussions are underway between Jiwaka provincial government and Australian Federal Police to build a new police provincial headquarters at Minsk.
The Australian Federal Police Inspector Darren Orrell, together with the provincial member Simon Kaiwi and Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Laimo Asi, were in a discussion earlier this week to establish a police headquarters in Minsk. Inspector Orrell said they will provide training for Jiwaka police to improve the law and justice sector in the province. It is noted that the Australian Federal Police also assisted with 20,000 kina for the renovation and maintenance of the police station.
We concentrate on just the police response for that, but at the same time we'll be working with some NGOs.
Jiwaka Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Laimo Asi thanked his counterpart for visiting the province. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
Now moving to overseas news. The U.S. president has reignited trade tensions, threatening a 50% tariff on all goods sent to U.S. from the European Union.
President Trump has turned his tariff guns from China now to the European Union. There had been a 90-day pause declared between the US and China because I think President Trump realised just how reliant this country is on Chinese goods. And container ships started coming in here that were half full. And so the prices of things were going to go up in the supermarkets and the retailers here. So President Trump quickly backed away from China. But he's trying to make money to pay to try to get the debt down, America's mind-boggling debt. And so because he couldn't get the tariffs from China, it's clear now that he's turning to the European Union. And he said they were getting nowhere in their negotiations with the European Union. That's why he's now announced he's flagged 50% tariffs on all goods coming in from the 27 countries that make up the European Union. Let's have a listen to what President Trump said a short time ago.
I'm not looking for a deal. I mean, we've set the deal. It's at 50%. But again, there is no tariff if they build their plant here. Now, if somebody comes in and wants to build a plant here, I can talk to them about a little bit of a delay. But, while they're building their plant, which is something I think that would be appropriate, maybe we'll determine.
The marine heat wave with sea temperatures 2 to 3 degrees hotter than normal has been hitting South Australia's coastline since September last year.
This is potentially the start of the decay of the oceans, which is going to be the start of the decay of mankind. It needs to be taken seriously. There has to be a way of letting the world realise that this could be the beginning of the end. It's just giving us warning signs.
Anthony Rowland grew up surfing on South Australia's Fleurieu Peninsula. In March, what started as a normal day out with a couple of mates ended up with them walking back to the car park coughing.
I was taking my wetsuit off and I started looking around and, there was quite a busy car park and I noticed like these guys were coughing, they were coughing, everyone was coughing here and there and I was like, all right, something's really not right here.
What those surfers were experiencing was the start of an unfolding environmental disaster along South Australia's coast. They were breathing in algae particles that would soon create foaming tides and then wave after wave of dead fish species washing up on the shore.
On this fresh tide line here, you can see these abalone that have just washed up.
Anthony took to social media to document what he was seeing and started asking government agencies questions.
Guys, here we are at Petrel Cove.
I saw on social media that Anthony was looking fairly stressed and he wasn't getting a result. And so I sent him a message on Facebook, as you do, saying, hey, how are you going and are you all right?
Faith Coleman is an estuarine ecologist who took up the algal bloom cause. Sent samples by Anthony and other concerned observers, she identified a microalgae, Karenia mikamotoi, an identification authorities later confirmed.
Blooms are natural, but blooms this big are not, and blooms that are this dominated by one species are not.
Scientists use chlorophyll as an indicator of the bloom, and these satellite images show it affecting a massive expanse of the state's coast, 70 times the size of Sydney Harbour. On Kangaroo Island, locals have raised the alarm about multiple fish kills on local beaches.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Join me every Thursday night as Sportscene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on Copeland. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones should follow.
Sportscene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The SP PNG Hunters delivered a strong performance in round 10 of the Host Plus Cup, but fell short by 10 points to the Mandy Blackhawks at Jake Mansky Oval in Townsville.
Despite trailing early with 5 tries against the Blackhawks, the Hunters narrowed the gap, applying pressure to have Gairo Voro score his first and Glare for a second try in just 3 minutes before halftime. The Hunters' efforts were commendable with standout performances across the field. Alex Max got a third try for the Hunters, and Gairo Voro finds another gap to score his second try, bringing the scores to 24-20. Blackhawks managed to tally another 6 points to lead. A lovely play by Voro and the centers has got Brandon Nima to dive in for another Hunters try, but wasn't enough to claim the win. The Hunters will regroup and aim for a stronger showing in their next 3 home games. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Port Moresby Netball Association is going into the end of round 1 of 2025 season, with exciting matches expected in the next couple of games.
Speaking to Trukai Sports today, Port Moresby Netball Association Senior Vice President Genevieve Roberts gave a rundown of round 1 games of 2025 season.
So as you rightly put it, we're currently going towards the end of round 1. We have seven games in round 1. That's for the division teams. That's from under 10 all the way up to under 21, they're in the junior division, and then we have the seniors, that's from division 10 all the way up to premier. So our premiers are currently finishing off their round 1 games now, and they're going to be on break for 2 weeks because there's just 6 of them in the premier division. That's Credit Corporation Sparrows, Envirotel Stars, Snacks Mermaids, Yokunama, Mystics, and Haidana Lightning. So there's 6 teams in there. Right now, the atmosphere is, everyone's so excited to be, playing their games, coming very early in the morning, especially under 10s. They're here as early as 7 o'clock in the morning.
Ms. Roberts says they have 89 senior teams and 96 junior teams, which is an increase in juniors. She further stressed on other teams intending to participate in 2026 season.
My message to new teams that would like to come and play, prepare your teams in advance because everyone wants to come in and play. For this season we had so many people coming in and asking if they could join late in the round, but we couldn't accept them. So just be prepared with your teams and then come in and give your best.
There are more exciting matches coming up with the atmosphere at its best. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Smart Start new AFL school competition in Port Moresby continues to energize young athletes. Round 5 wrapped up strong at Murray Barracks Field, with teams eyeing round 6 in upcoming tours abroad.
16 school teams of boys and girls are battling out at the Smart Start New Kick AFL school competition. Round 5 saw thrilling moments at Murray Barracks, setting the stage for exciting round 6 with the preparation of the upcoming tours. Speaking with the Talent Academy manager, Prudence Sindruwen, she gave an insight of the upcoming tours ahead.
Consists with the other Pacific Island countries, which is the Nauruans, Fiji, Tonga. Yeah, so they played with PNG, so they made up the South Pacific. That was in March and February. So currently we looking at the upcoming events. The tours will be for the under-17 is in Brisbane. The under-17, yeah. The under-17 is in Cairns. That's Pacific Challenge. That's on the 11th of September to the 15th of September. And for the under-14s, that's in Brisbane, Sunny Coast. That's on the 21st of September to the 25th of September.
Ms. Sindruwen says upcoming events aims to broaden participation and inspire the next generation of AFL stars in the international stages.
And then we have the Oceania Cup, that's for the under-15s in Fiji. That will be in December, on the 4th to the 9th of December, yeah. So basically, the school, we had, currently we just finished all the regional carnivals around Papua New Guinea from all the centers, our centers based. So yeah, we're currently working on all the selected kids, and the names are going to be out soon. So we'll be working on the academy trainings, which is every trainings on Tuesday evenings and Thursday evenings for our touring teams.
Meanwhile, Southern Region Manager for New Kick AFL, Cedric Dugi, thanks Paradise Foods for their continuous support. Mr. Dugi further stressed on the selection of the athletes.
Yeah, ongoing mi pagatol selection, like all ko place down pa ko luluk na select them all talented all kids of a representing country.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja ya? Yeah.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. The pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. The Money Plus Port Moresby AFL Association has kicked off its proper season at Colts Oval today.
After successfully completing the pre-season a week ago, the Moniplus POM AFL Association started the proper season on a high note with new teams this season. President Douglas Lai gave an update.
Today starts the Moniplus 2025 POM AFL Premiership Cup proper season. We started today and have eight games. 8 games today. All men's and women's divisions, including the A Reserve.
Lai further elaborated on the 2025 season and also thanked the major sponsor Moniplus for their continued support over the past 4 years.
Yeah, we have eight senior men's teams and 6 women's teams in the competition. We know with 2 new clubs in the competition, the Skyroos. Both having men's and women's divisions in the competition this year, and also the Taekwondo Hawks. We make them welcome to the Moniplus POM AFL 2025 Premiership Cup this year, and we look forward to having them on board.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Moving to overseas sports, Parramatta Eels have moved off the bottom of the ladder with a 20-point victory against Manly at Western City Stadium.
Yeah, like we've been building towards that. Like last week, I probably, like whilst we got the result, we probably played better the couple of weeks before that. But then tonight, without Junior and without Mitchell and Zach and those guys, we had a few other guys missing as well. It's just pleasing to see that the little improvements that we've been working on every week are starting to come through.
In AFL, Essendon has moved up to 8th spot on the ladder, beating Richmond by 23 points in front of 76,000 fans.
At the such a special time in the AFL. Essendon moving up to 8th spot on the ladder, beating Richmond by 23 points in front of 76,000 fans. That we saw Tim Taranto open the scoring. An impressive goal of the year contender, but the teenage debutant Angus Clark starring with 3 goals for the Bombers.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Moniplus Weather Report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
There is more to what the future holds. We only man the walk on time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In southern region, Port Moresby City, cloudy periods with some possible showers and thunderstorms. Daru, rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema, cloudy periods with possible showers and thunderstorms. Alotau, mostly cloudy with some rain at times and possible thunderstorms. And Popondetta, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. In the Mamase region, Lay City, cloudy with some evening rain showers. Madang, cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Jiwaka, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Vanimo, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with few brief showers and possible thunderstorm. Kavieng, cloudy periods with some showers and possible thunderstorm. Kokopon Rabaul, cloudy periods with few rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Kimbe, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. And Buka, partly cloudy with few showers. In the islands region, Mount Agnes City, few showers. Goroka, Bands and Kundiawa, cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with frequent heavy showers and possible thunderstorms. 2 small ships forecast. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, to Kerema to Yule Island to Wood Point. Seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Hood Point to Samarai Island, to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands. Seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of north of Cape Vogel to Owen Gulf to Finterfen. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Finterfen to Whittier Strait to CRC Island, to Dampier Strait to Long Island. Seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Long Island to Madang, to Jiwaka to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border. Seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands. Seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of New Island and Bougainville. Seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And waters of New Britain Island, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Forecast, seas moderate to rough. Southeast to easterly winds of 15 to 25 knots, reaching 33 knots. Solomon Sea, seas slight. Easterly to northeast winds of 5 to 50 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas slight. Easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 50 knots. In Pacific Ocean, seas smooth. Northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 24th of May, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.